Hi everyone, so today I'm going to make this super cool journal from a wallet that I found at the thrift. It's boho, brown, soft leather, already worn, and as soon as I saw it I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a gorgeous journal out of this. So I had to look around and find more traveler size insert, that kind of thing, but let's make it together today and I think you're going to love it, and it's something really to look out for when you're in the thrift because they make such beautiful journals. Come on, let's go see what I do. Good afternoon everyone, it's afternoon here in Western Australia when I'm filming this. Time to light another candle in my efforts to slow down and enjoy doing my craft instead of racing about like a mad person. I found this at the thrift. How cute is that? A little glass butterfly. I absolutely love it. And you know what? It was $2. Look at the work somebody's put into that. Unbelievable. So, I hope you all believe you can do it, and I hope you all have hope. I found these little rocks as well. Aren't they cute? Alright, let's get started with this week's video. There you go, look at that. Oh, you guys, if you could feel it, it's so supple and well loved. It is beautiful. Hand-tooled leather wallet. So, as soon as I saw it, I thought, man, you know what? I'm going to make a gorgeous journal out of that. So let's open it. So it just fastens with a magnet, and then you open it up, and it opens up basically flat, like a journal cover. So, what else could you ask for? A pre-made journal cover. It's got all these little pockets where you could slot things into. It's got 2 zip pockets, which is going to be awesome for sticking stuff into. But the best part about it is these parts here, see down the back? It opens right up, and I'm going to be able to slot a book or an insert of some kind into there. So I'll tell you what I found. Let's just put this to one side a moment. Put that over there. And I found this. Now this is just a cheaper version of this. It's not leather. This is pleather as they call it. But inside, look at the inserts. These are really cool. So there's 2 inserts. There's this one, which is just plain paper. Ideal for journaling. And then there's this one, which is lined paper. Ideal for journaling. And then I'm just left with this cheap thing here, which I may or may not use, and I may even take that plastic bag out to use it because it has like a storage, like a pencil case thing that goes on the side as well. So I may or may not use that, but I won't take it out for now. Stick those to one side. So let's have a look at these first and how I'm going to put them in. So let me just move this here. I might just take you up just a little bit. That's better. Right, you get the full view of what I'm doing now. Right. So let's just open this up and I'll show you my idea of what I had to do. So I laid it out flat and I thought, right, so I could use these. Now they're a little short, as you can see, but that doesn't really worry me because I still want to be able to see this and the zip, and you know, I can hang things on the zip. Can you see the zip? See, the zip will hang out here, and that doesn't worry me because I can do a dangle there and all that sort of stuff. So I wasn't really going to worry about that. So with this one, this will have to slide in this way, and that will sit that way, and this will slide in this way, and it will sit that way. And as you can see, there's still plenty of room in the middle for them to sit comfortably, and when they close, there's still stacks of room. Now there's still loads of space here for me to fill up the journal as well. So today what I thought I would do is add the cover decorations for both of these. And I've had, because it's boho, I want to keep it boho. I want it to look, you know, very cottagecore, that kind of look. So yeah, let's do something with that today. So for that kind of look, I'm really going to need sort of doilies, florally fabric, that kind of thing. So we're going to do the covers today, and obviously this will be the cover of this one, even though it goes backwards. We'll have to pretend that we're Japanese when we're doing this journal, and I may even take some of the pages out just so that it gives me a bit more room. But so I picked out a couple of doilies. These have both been rust dyed, which I thought would be really nice on here, like that. So that's really nice, that one. And then the one underneath it is very similar. That's been rust dyed as well. Just love the colours of those. And then I really like this little girl on this doily here, and I thought I could sort of fussy cut her and stick her on as well, maybe so. And then these, I thought maybe, these are all sort of stained. I buy them really cheap at the secondhand shop. And I thought I could just cut the flowers out here and stick them on there as well. And then I found this, which I thought was absolutely gorgeous. And they're all embroidered, those flowers. So I thought I could fussy cut around those as well and sew them on maybe. So let's have a little bit of a play. And I also had some other fabric, which is this one here. Came off the bottom of a dress, but I just love that. It's gorgeous and it's pink. Not sure if that's even going to fit or whether I like it. I cut off a couple of pieces from it, like this. I don't know if they're going to go on there, whether they're going to look right or not, so we'll stick them into the heap as well. And then I had an old shirt that I just cut up with this sort of animal print on it, which I really like. And you know, you could sort of tear strips off like this and sort of make a cluster or something like that. Don't know. So let's just have a play. So let's get our first one, maybe this one. This one, so you have to decide which way you're going in. Now, you don't really have to decorate the back because it's going to be shoved into the wallet as it was, like this. So that back part is going to be in the wallet like that. So it's not 100% necessary to do the back, although I will probably do it because then if you ever take it out, it just looks nice all the way around. So with that in mind, I'm probably going to need a doily for each of them. So let's get started with that. Let's choose this one to start with. Let's just get started. And I think what I'll have to do is Mod Podge that onto there because I don't think it will stick just with the glue stick. I guess I could sew it on, but then the cover is attached already. So when you're doing it backwards, like you've already bought the book and then you're adding your cover to it, it's not as easy because obviously if you're making a journal, it would be a whole series of loose pages, so you can do all this beforehand and then put the cover on. But anyway, we're doing it backwards. I suppose I could take the cover off and reattach it, but I don't really want to do that. So yeah, this will have to go around and in like that. And then I'm thinking this doily here with some of these little flowers on, and I can like sew them on with a bit of crochet thread or do, you know, some of these flowers on it. There's lots of things you can do. A bit of this underneath and then some of these flowers on it. Yeah, lots of different ideas. So let's get this one stuck on first. I'm going to grab myself a ground sheet, as it were, like a big piece of paper or something so I don't get glue everywhere, and stick this on and in and try and get some semblance of order. Now, because the wallet's bigger, you see how this is quite long. I quite like that. I quite like how it looks a bit sort of scruffy. So what I might do is leave the ends and not tuck them in like that. Leave them like that. So when it goes behind here, like this, it will just stay like that. And you might see a little bit hanging out the end of the journal cover, which, you know, I think quite looks nice. So yeah, let's get that one stuck down and see where we go from there. I'm not sure about taking some pages out as well, so just to give me a little bit more room to journal, I might take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many pages has it got? It's got, so let me take 6 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take those out first to give ourselves a little bit more room. Now, I won't chuck them out, so I can always add them back in again because I'm making the journal, you know, it's not going to be tied down, as it were, so I can add those back in just using a bit of ribbon, and I can add them back in later. Good. All right, so that's the staples back in tight again. So I've taken 6 pages out. That leaves me 12. And if you times it by 4, because it's, let's face it, it's 1, 2, per one of these pages that I've counted is 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. That gives me 48 pages per signature that I'm going to have 2 signatures. So that's stacks. And that's given me, you know, it's sort of now a lot of room in there to do some journaling. All right, so let's get this cover stuck on. Make sure it goes right around there. Yep. And I'm just going to get a backing sheet so that I don't get glue everywhere. And good old Mod Podge. Gave my brushes all a really good clean last night. They were sitting in some orange water, which can't be good. All right, let's get our cover. There we are. And basically we're just going to make sure that it's sort of in the middle, which it looks like it is. That's great. I'm just going to matte medium the front. Look at that, that really looks nice, guys. Right, let's do this side now. So you just want to make sure it's coming around here nice and tight, because remember, in the middle of the journal here we've got room, but we haven't got heaps of room, so you know, we want to keep it nice and tight on that inside there. Okay, we'll just flip it back over again now, and now we're just going to turn it a bit and open the front cover, and we're just going to fold this first one inside. And you know the beauty of using a doily like that, I mean, you open it up, look, it just looks gorgeous already without doing anything. So yeah, love it. I just know every time I open it up I'm going to love it. Yeah, forgot it was a doily. It's made a bit of a mess there, hasn't it? Look at that. Never mind. So that's fine. My texture paste, put that there. That will stop the book falling on it. And let it still dry. There we go. Alright. Same thing here. It's going to end up with the paper in a mess, but that's okay. Alright, so that should be enough there. Let's fold it over nice and tight. Now, the thing with doilies is they stretch and they can come out of shape and all that sort of stuff, so just gently ease it onto the side of the book so you've got generally a straight line. Alright, what I did was just clean up the glue. It's dried, that's alright. So what I'm going to do is just use a you know, a clear protector, A4 protector. I'm going to fold that around there, and then I'm going to put this one in here just to stop the glue sticking to those inside pages. And I'm going to move that out the way and carry on with the next one. Again, let's take 6 pages out from in the middle. Alright, let's have a look at another doily. And we're basically just going to do exactly the same process. This doily doesn't look as big though. It isn't as big, so we're still going to get something there. So what I might do is do a strip of fabric underneath it. So it'll be a little bit different than the other one, but that's okay. We don't mind. Alright, let's do this. We might make it so it just reaches the edge. And then the doily will go around, but not catch this. We don't want it to make it too thick. I won't chop it off yet because I want to see how long I want to leave it hanging down. So hope you all had a good week. What have you been up to? I took the grandkids to the park. They love that. Their uncle came. It's my other son. He has some days off. He has Fridays off because he works long days, and they absolutely love their uncle coming. And he, you know, gets on the flying fox with them and all sorts of stuff. So, yep, it's a win-win for him and for them. And it's a win-win for me because, you know, they got bags of energy and he's better able to keep up with them than I am. Alright, let's fold this in half so I know where half is. That's better. And do it like that. And you can kind of stretch it. This one, when I was in the middle of doing that, my battery ran out, but I've just finished it off. So it just looks like that. Covered and covered. And I just had a thought, because when I put them into the journal, into the cover here, and it's okay to have those bits hanging down like that, but the back one will have to be quite straight, I think, across. So let's just check that they do go in and check what they look like. Yeah, look at that. Looks so cute. I'm really happy with that. Looks great up against the leather, doesn't it? And what I did was I just changed these, so that I just made that like a tail and cut them down. I could add beads or anything to that, so that's great. Alright, and now this one, remember I put the plastic in it to stop it sticking, so that's a good job I did that. That's just about dry, it's still a little tacky at the side. Yep, great. Alright, so let's have a trial with that. We'll see how much these hang down here. Hang down by that much. I'm not sure if it will go in, so let me just have a go and see if it will still go in okay, or whether the back one needs to be straight. Let's turn it around a bit so I can encourage it in. Yeah, I think the back one needs to be straight, guys, so let me just fix that up. So it's going in that way, so this will be the back. So here and here, so it goes in easy, needs to be straight. So I'm just going to cut along here. I won't cut it too close to the edge. Now encourage it to go into the wallet better, and these bits will still hang out, and that will look really cool. So let's have another go. So that will go there. Really loving how it looks with the lace. Turned out even better than I thought. That's great. Alright, let's put this one in. I encourage that to go in. There we go. Alright, so now we've got our two signatures, as it were, and they're both a little bit different. It's fine. They're the same but different. We don't want them to be exactly the same. So let's decorate the fronts of them now. So we'll take them back out of here. Move that out of the way. And I think I'll place them as they're going to go in the journal so that I remember which side I actually want to decorate. I think they might be too sort of white. I might go and coffee dye them. This is another one of those doilies that I got for next to nothing, so you know, I hoard these things and then I think, that's just silly. Just cut them up, use them. Really fussy cut around them. Just to give you an idea, I'll just show you. So I'm thinking more something like this. I think that looks better, and if these were coffee dyed, then this will stand out better. I think that's sort of pretty. So let me go and do that. I'll coffee dye these, dry them, and then I'll come back and show you. And there we are. So that's them all coffee dyed now. And I've put some gloves on because I was doing a bespoke journal for a customer yesterday, and I ended up with blue ink all over me, and it took ages to scrub it off. So anyway, so what I've decided, these ones here are just the coffee dyed. And these ones I added some ink to. So I got these inks recently. This one here is called Sienna, Raw Sienna. And this one here is called Burnt Umber. And I absolutely love the colours. The colours are stunning. Added some already to this one. This one here is the Burnt Umber, the darker colour. And the lighter colour is the raw sienna. Just love how they look. Right, and then we've got the flowers, and when I held them up against here it looked too stark and white to me. So what I've done is also done the raw sienna on this flower, and you'll see it looks so much better. So I'm going to go ahead and do some more on these ones now. Now these colours are quite pigmented, so you don't need that much of them. So I also added that colour to these. Now what happened was I did it on the front, which is here, and you can see it just kind of seeped into all of the stitching as well, and I was really annoyed. I thought, oh man, I've wrecked it. And then I turned it over and it's better on the other side, so that might be a little tip for you as well. It does take to it straight away. Alright, that's the flowers done, and you can go around. If you've missed anything on the edge, you can just go back around. So much fun. So yeah, those colours are really, really lovely. Alright, let's let those just dry for a minute. So let's turn this over. Yeah, see, on the other side, you can still see the stitching. Let's have a look at these ones. Yeah, that one's still dark on that side. So a couple turned out better than the others, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. So the background of this paper is going to be awesome for using for collage and things when I cut it up. Whilst I'm waiting for most of them to dry, I just decided to stick a few of these flowers in the inside cover with the leftover ink and press down and just see if it'll leave an imprint, so that I'm not left with a plain page as well. Imprint. Yeah, there you go. This one. That one. And this one. So that spare ink, instead of it going to waste, has now left a nice little imprint on the page. That looks really cute. Alright, still waiting on these drying, so when they're dry, we'll do a bit more. Not sure if I'm going to use this little girl, but I'm going to cut her up anyway. Just fussy cut around her, and then I can always stick her on later on, use her. Looks really cute with those little beads on the end. Love. Okay, there we go. So they're all dry now, and you can see that these two have turned out way better than these two are too dark. So I might end up putting, I don't know, a little bead or something in the middle just to lighten them up a bit, but I won't use them probably for now. So let's bring our journal halves over like this. Lay them there so that we can both see all of them. And let's do a little design and see what we think. So I had thought about this sort of here, and this big one I was going to put around here. I don't know if the colours are still too samey. Doesn't look too bad. I'm loving all the ink colouring. Oh, so I think like that. Alright, let's just leave it like that. And I'm going to get some matte medium. Let's get some of that on. What I'm going to do is use one of them for drawing, and one of them will be, I don't know, little things that I see or things that I want to recall, maybe that the grandkids say, or I don't know, just something like that. Now I'm just going to put something on top of that, and something heavy, and there we go. So that will just help them to dry now. And when that's done, I'm going to put it all back together. All dry and ready to go. So let's grab this. Put them in. I did think maybe I'd put one of my business cards in there. See, there we go. Yeah, look at that. Oh man, I love it so much. So beautiful. And as I said before, I'm going to use one as an art journal and one for writing and bits and pieces. So this one here, I went in there and did some of this stamping with the wet pieces of doily. So when this was wet with the inks and stuff, I just used it like that and did that. So that will, I think this will probably just be my art journal. But yeah, so this is going to be my personal journal made from an old wallet. As you can see, it's just turned out absolutely beautiful and I love it so, so much. So when I close it up, it's just gorgeous. So thanks very much for joining me today and seeing what I was up to and what I'm doing with my own personal journal. Absolutely love it. So start collecting your bits or whatever it is you want to do with your journal. Look out for an old wallet and yeah, make one of these. Let me know in the comments whether you've made one or how it turned out. And I'm going to make this a regular thing, so I'll show you the pages in this journal. But for today, thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. That would really help me out. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.